Hello, my lovely listeners. I'm really struggling today with recording this, and it's Sunday. It's the usual time of the day when I would sit down and do episode. And I was listening to Aaron Doughty yesterday. He was talking about how he doesn't really prepare for his podcast or YouTube videos. He just sat down and he just talks, and he was talking about not thinking about what he was going to say, and I have the exact same approach. Obviously, I do think a lot about different things, and I ponder about different subjects, and every time something happens in my life, not every time but mostly, I am thinking if I should talk about this to you, if that's useful and beneficial, if you can take something from this experience or that experience. And usually then I'm thinking, oh yeah, that would be useful to say, but then I am becoming very critical and thinking, oh, this is just gonna be moaning, this is just gonna be complaining about whatever happened to me, and then I have a outlet to complain about this. So I don't want to complain. I just want to talk about the experience that happened, and hopefully a good experience. And if it is a bad experience or triggering experience, how I changed it into something positive, how I changed it into a lesson about myself. So that's how I am trying to talk about things that happen in my life. So now a couple of things is coming up. First one, I had a call or conversation or kind of quasi coaching session with someone, just very informal, and she said that she is 32 or 33, and she is really worrying about her career, where she was supposed to go. I mean, she has got secure job with good benefits and really supportive manager and supportive team, and she's doing really good at her job. That's not what she was telling me. She just said she doesn't know where to go from this job. She does not really know where her career should go, the goals. She also has got a partner. She recently moved from one city to another, and she was saying she's thinking about to have a child, and to have a, maybe buy a house. And she was really like worrying about these things. And the one thing I said to her, and it's really, really obvious, but when I was looking at it from kind of my perspective, I said, and I've observed it, that she is coming from the place of lack. So she is coming from a place, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have the career trajectory, I don't have a child, I don't have a, I don't know, house or. And I said, if she just turn around and actually look at what she has got. So she has got a loving partner. In fact, it's her wife, and she's got a good career. And she made the move to a less busy city where things are maybe more easy to obtain, like housing, and is cheaper to live in. So she made this move, and she has got supportive and good work that has got some potential to develop. She is also graduated. So, and I have to remind this to myself, because what I said to her, how our brain function is that we always hang up on the next thing to achieve. And whenever we achieve something, whenever we have something, we just tick it and kind of put it back in the back drawer. We have it, so that's fine. So then it's kind of like levels. So let's say we are on level 5, and let's say level 6 is having a car, right? So we save for the car, or we work hard, or we take a car in the lease, or do all those things to then, or borrow money, or get the car as a gift from our parents, or our partner get the car and we share it. Whichever way the car comes to us, whichever way we manifest it, whichever way we work for it, we have the car. And I can tell that from my friend who was really dreaming about this specific nice car, and she took a lease and or took a car for her company, and she got this really, really beautiful car. First time when she introduced the car to me. She showed me the car. She was like, "Oh, I can't believe I have this amazing car. It takes me places, and it's beautiful, and this is something that I always dreamt about." And every time we then go to her car again, she gave me a lift or something, there was less and less of excitement. And now the car just became normal. So she is on the level 6 or level 7 with the car. And then level 7 becomes her normality. This is her normal level. She doesn't look the levels down. She only looks levels up. So now there are different things that she started worried about, or she started to desire, right? And I am exactly the same. Yes, there was several things that I really wanted, and those things happened. And now I am on the level with those things, and this is my level to operate. I don't look down very often on all the levels that I've achieved, on all the things that I have in my life. I always look up and at the levels that I don't have, and am worried or sad or not fulfilled because I don't have those levels. The law of attraction tells you there's lots of different there's lots of different ways how to interpret that. And when you look around, there are lots of people talking about this, and one of the things that is hard, but I resonate with this, and I can feel myself sometimes operating on that levels, is exactly that, is go onto those levels mentally and almost spiritually, or as a feeling, as if you were on those levels that you desire. So behave and feel as if you were on those levels. So as if you, let's say you don't have a car, as if you had a car, be really excited. It kind of make it a normality, make it something as if it's normal that you have this car, or make it as if it's normal that you have this position at work. So for me, I am now make it as if it was normal that I am talking to you and delivering this podcast. If it's my reality, do I feel that I can do it 100% great and amazing? No, definitely not. Do I feel like I am authority about things? Well, sometimes I do. That's what I want to believe, that I can do that. And the same with doing art, or bringing up children, or bringing up pets, or doing some fashion, buying clothes and kind of styling yourself, or doing a garden, right? When no one when you have never done it before, or cooking, like put yourself into this reality that you've done it already, that it always goes well for you. It's your normal thing to do. And you make mistakes and it's not 100% accurate, doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's just your reality. You are a good cook. or you are a good writer, or you are amazing at your job. The other reality for me is I am a good leader. I am a good coach. I am really good at supporting people, and I can do that. Maybe it's not always 100% on the top accuracy, but it doesn't matter. It's just where I am, and it's normal for me. And also, almost I was almost like this through the whole of my life. So it was always, I always kind of felt that I look young, or I always felt that I am fine. I'm always going to be fine with money. Money are always coming, and I always felt like this even before I kind of came to the spirituality. I always felt that I don't care how, I am always going to have a partner. I don't care how, I always have money. With the and there are obviously lessons, so it's there are like curbs that I have to kind of overcome, and then also lessons that show me if I let's say if I think that I have to have a partner to feel really good about myself. The lesson was you can feel good about yourself without the partner, or there is a lesson that not having a partner is okay. But still in me, I have 100% sureness, 100%, I am 100% convinced that I am to have a partner. So I don't mind kind of being with in this moment and doing other things, because I almost behave as if the partner was there. And these are little, like almost silly things, like talking to someone in bed, or really having a really, really strong feeling that someone is like cuddling you, or having a really strong feeling of like a male presence next to me, or having a really strong feeling where I go somewhere that there's someone waiting for me there. So I am 100% convinced that the partner is there. Where I am now, I am in a very strong developmental phase, and where I just learn about myself, but the feeling of the partner is there. So yeah, living with this feeling and with this certainty that it's there, and then kind of also that's what Aaron also talks about, and many other people, is to let go. So not to hang up on this thought that I crave it, I have to have it, oh my god, I don't have it, like life is so sad, when I'm gonna have it, and kind of this kind of feeling of lack. No, better to concentrate on the things you have, and try to create this feeling of certainty and with the feeling of certainty, many other things happen. So first of all, that I am worthy, that I am really, so let's say it's a partner, I am really, really worthy a partner, and someone is going to be so lucky to have me, and it's not going to be just a random person. It's going to be a very specific, special person that really I connect with, that I choose, right? Another thing that many people talk about is that we are waiting to be chosen. So we kind of beautify ourselves and make ourselves attractive, right? So we are chosen. I really feel that I am the choser. So I don't need anyone to choose me. Obviously, it kind of work both ways, but I am not there as a on the display, and then someone comes and chooses me, and I'm like, oh, thank you for choosing me. No, this I am the chooser. So if there is someone I like, I choose this person. I recently heard a story about this girl who saw someone at work in her working environment, and she really liked this guy, and she went to this so she has chosen this guy out of all of the men in the wherever she was working in the hospital. Out of all the men in the hospital, she has chosen this specific man. And I don't know if he even knew about her existence. Maybe he saw her somewhere, but she has chosen him. And then she did all the actions. She obviously knew her worth. She knew her beauty and everything else, and she went to this holy place, it's a specific holy place in Poland, and she prayed to Jesus Christ's mother, I think it was, and she prayed for this guy to see her, to acknowledge her, and now they are either married or they are living together. So she has chosen, and she believed that there's no problem of choosing her. She just needed some help of a spirit, and it doesn't matter if you believe in this or believe in Christ or believe that. She did exactly that. She let and she believed and she trusts the universe, the God, whoever the God is for you, and she expressed her wish, she expressed her goals, and she trusted, and she obviously did some work, right? She traveled all the way there to this holy place, so she made some effort, and then she let it go. She didn't do anything else. She didn't approach him or in a chasing way. She didn't do the chasing. She let the universe know, this is what I would like, please make it happen, please support me, or please show me how this can happen. And then she let it go. I don't know exactly. Maybe I will follow up on the story and see how this guy exactly approached her. But I strongly believe that if she put this into the universe, that this is what she wanted, and the universe also agreed that this is going to be good for her, and he is very good to her. If this all aligned, then this happened. In my with my first partner, I was in a club, and I was standing on the stairs, and there was a full dance floor of people, obviously loads and loads of people, and I was standing with some of my girlfriends. I pointed to this guy who was dancing. I don't know if he was dancing with another girl or he was dancing with other guys, and I just said, this one. I remember this so many years ago. I just said, this one. And so I have chosen the guy, and then I went down and I was kind of dancing next to him, or in kind of closer proximity, and that's it. And we started dancing, and so choose your goals. And just come back and to the girl that I was talking about in the very beginning, that I have coaching call with. And also back to myself, it's hard. Sometimes the hardest thing is to find a very specific goal. So at the moment, I don't have a specific person in mind. I cannot concentrate and say, this person, this is my goal, this is what I want, and this is who I have chosen for this time. Universe show me the way how to make this happen, right? It's the goal sometimes, these very specific goals are as hard as achieving them almost. I do have my goals and I'm trying to make them as specific as possible. And then the next thing then is leaving as if it happens. So for me, I really want a big house and a garden. And what I'm doing now, I just planted this morning some plants on my balcony to have my garden as much as I can do it now. And this is and also in manifesting and imagining that I step into this garden, but also being really happy and grateful with what I have at the moment. I see my plants, they are blooming, they are growing, they are green and so delicate, and they're enjoying the sun and the soil, and the cats are enjoying the plants. So I am happy with every new sprout of these plants, and I am really grateful because I feel like it's hard environment here in the middle of a city next to the cars and everything else, where the air feels like it's so polluted. So my beautiful plants, they are trying their best to bloom and to be green and to grow and to be alive, almost, really. So this is my garden that one day is going to be a beautiful garden outside in the countryside or outside of the big city. However, I am still deciding which country is it going to be, and how far is it going to be, which area in this country, if it's in this country, it's going to be. So the specificity of the goals is important as well, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I have been doing also. I haven't done it for some time. It's good idea is to write it down or draw it or paint it, and kind of look at it. So when I look at some of my drawings, and I like to do it in a full moon or new moon, or a specific, when the astrology is a specific kind of ominous and good ways, where the planets are aligned in the good ways. And internet is going to tell you, Instagram is going to tell you, there's so many amazing people who are really experts in that, and how the planets are aligning and how this influence our manifesting and our plans and our goals, and which times are better for manifesting and which times are better for setting goals. So I think that all helps, right? We know that some places and some times are better for doing things. Like for me, for example, Sunday, when I am relaxed, when I know I have the whole day ahead of me, and the last day, so Saturday was kind of preparing for this, and this is my time when I'm relaxed, when I don't have to rush anywhere. This is my time for recording this podcast, and the same with everything else. And taken even higher or further with the planetary alignment. So I'm glad I didn't moan today or didn't complain, because I had some other things in my mind that I wanted to complain about, but I wanted to make this really positive. And just to finish up, I tell you a little story. I went on very short holidays with my best friend, and there was this fortune teller, or a lady who sat there, and just kind of on a not pavement, but there's like a table with some benches, and she sits there, and then people walk alongside the her and pavement, and whoever fancies just sits down, and she does a little tarot for them. And only later we discovered that this lady actually does tarot, or did tarot, for some celebrities. But and I saw her before, because she is sat there quite often, especially, I mean, in the weekends, especially in the weekends, and in the summer, obviously. And it's just, yeah, reading cards for people, and she used to, or she read cards for celebrities. So we both my friend and I, we are into the spiritual numerology and and cards and planets, and we convinced ourselves that we want to sit with her. So I wouldn't do it myself, I think, because it's so exposed, but I'm really, really glad that I did. She did tell me a very specific things, so and very positive things. So I am really fueled up and really positively inclined because of this reading. But one of the things she said is that I see people through rose tinted glasses, and I really don't like see negativity in people, or I am withdrawing myself from negative things, and this is 100% correct. So with my moaning and with my complaining when something happens that is negative, that is not pretty in my surroundings, when I see this displayed by other people, I get really nervous, I get really angry, and I have to find ways to overcome that. And with this also come guilt, because I know that I am all the people and all the people are me. We are all one. So when I see some people who are almost making me afraid, who display those some attributes that really put me off, I guess these could be attributes from myself that I hate, that I don't like, that I reject, and that I am afraid to have. And for example, one of those things is smoking. And when I started meditating, and when I started being more aware of my body and surrounding, and became even closer with nature, and kind of really went in deep into myself, and then went through therapy and all of those things, and read hundreds of spiritual books, then I really became really sensitive to smells. So when I smell cigarette, it triggers me so much. But also I used to smoke. Maybe not that much, but I used to smoke cigarettes. So how does this go together when I can smell the smoke from really 10 meters away, or 50 meters, I don't know how far away it is. When I opened the window and someone was smoking far, far away, I could see the person kind of there on the pavement, and I could still smell the cigarette. So I'm definitely so sensitive. Where did it come from? How, from a smoker, I became so sensitive that a slight smell of cigarette makes me so angry, and so almost afraid, not being safe in my own home. So this is something that I have to digest and kind of transform in me, because that's a difficult thing to live with. But yes, this was the tarot teller and tarot card reader lady that told me that, and she also said a lot of true things about my friend. And then when the other friend heard that, she went to this tarot reader as well. So yeah, that's just a little story of how this really made me happy, and how this made me believe that I am in this reality already, and that even cards are saying that. So the reality is there, and this is for me to be in. And yes, we create our own reality. So whatever we believe in, that's how our life is. And I just leave you with that on that Sunday, and I hope you all well, and I speak to you soon. Bye bye.